From Today FM Ireland, this is the Ian Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.
George, what have you got for us?
The stories of horror are flying in, and I don't just mean the ones about the health service. This one is called The Ghost of Loftus Hall in Wexford.
Well, I've heard this one. This is weird.
The details below apparently occurred when Charles Tottenham and his family came to live in the mansion in the middle of the 18th century. According to Rick Whelan's film version of the story, the date was July 1762. On a stormy winter's night, as the family relaxed playing card games before a roaring log fire, a stranger arrived on horseback and asked if he could stay the night in their house because of the bad weather outside. He was invited in to play cards with the family and proceeded to do so. It is said that during the game, one of the daughters of the family, who was about 18 at the time, dropped a card under the table. As she bent down to pick it up, she saw the man's feet, which apparently resembled hooves.
Oh, sorry.
God's sake. It is said that the girl screamed and the man went up through the roof in a puff of smoke, leaving behind a large hole. A rumour states that the hole could never be properly repaired, and even to this day there is still a certain part of the ceiling which is slightly different than the rest.
Oh.
The family called on the Father Thomas Broaders, a Catholic priest, to exorcise the house. Father Broaders later became parish priest of the surrounding area. Father Broaders' gravestone exists today, and on it is written, "Here lies the body of Thomas Broaders, who did good and prayed for all, and who banished the devil from Loftus Hall."
That's a lovely story. Actually, speaking of holes, as you were a second ago there, did you know, spare a thought for the lads working in Pulafuka generating station today, down in Wicklow. Pulafuka means hole of the ghosts.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Good morning, how are you doing?
Morning,
What's this
Ian.
about the World Cup, the 2018, is that what you're talking about?
Well, the
Paul?
FAI wouldn't like to comment at this point in time on the World Cup in 2018, which will be taking part in Fitzgerald Stadium. But we will be talking to John Delaney's equivalent in Brazil
Right.
in the next couple of months to see how things pan out.
So there's nothing
No, there's no
solid,
decision been made yet.
No, okay, to report. Okay, now the reason you're here really is because it's Halloween, and Paul, you might be interested in this. You know, classic horror movies. You're going to reenact one of the horror movies for us this morning.
Well, the FAI present a reenactment of the classic Hitchcock movie Psycho.
All right, right.
Featuring Stan as the strawberry blonde heroine in the shower, and myself as the psychopathic mother stroke mild-mannered hotel owner. Now, unfortunately, as this is the medium of radio, and since neither character actually speaks at all in the scene,
And that's the shower scene, is it?
as with all things FAI, a huge suspension of disbelief is required and indeed advised. So, enjoy the movie.
Okay, thanks very much.
I get knocked down, so I get up again. Ain't never gonna get me down. I get knocked down, so I do get up again.
Stand.
Ain't never gonna get me.
Stand.
All right there.
Stand. Stand. Stand.
Here do.
No FAI officials were hurt in the making of this movie.
From Today FM Ireland, this is the Ian Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.